Hi all. Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Good morning, everybody. You know, I just realized I hadn't showed my face on camera in quite some time, so there you go, face on camera. This is going to be a shorter than usual video. And let's not forget, no video on Sunday, because Sunday is the day for my Patreon people to get their video. So let's just jump in and get there, shall we? Let's go. We're going to start off here. I told you guys the other day that King Charles had a bash at Buckingham Palace for the 50th anniversary of the British Asians that arrived. And but some more pictures came out, and I thought they were really nice, and I wanted to show them. So yes, we're going backwards just by a couple of days. There you go. Next up, we have Secret Weapon Sophie. I showed you where she gave that little boy that award. Well, anyway, they just now put up the pictures where she officially reopened their school and visited the top farm. And she got to meet some of the kids that they support and some of the fantastic team. And again, the pictures just came out. Way to go, Sophie. All right, we knew this was going to happen. King Charles hosted the reception at Buckingham Palace, which brought together over 200 business leaders and decision makers ahead of the big meeting in Egypt that he will not be attending. And he ran into Stella McCartney, who said, "I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. I think I'm supposed to do this." Here, little video clip for you. Watch this. So as you can see from this picture, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, he was second on the left. Britain's president for COP26, Alok Sharma, second on the right. Brian Moynihan on the right, and the chair and CEO of the Bank of America and co-chair of Sustainable Markets Initiative were all there. Now, following the reception, King Charles went into the Buckingham Palace garden and planted a lime tree. And this is a new addition for the Queen's green canopy, which, remember, she did that for the Platinum Jubilee. Very nice. Now, the planting of trees leads us into our big story for today, which is that Prince William announced the finalists of the second Earthshot Prize. At the same time he made that announcement, the Earthshot Prize also launched a fellowship program in partnership with IDEO. Now, this organizes network contributions to help finalists lay solid roots and grow rapidly. It is a 9-month acceleration program that helps all of the finalists go ahead in scale and impact. In other words, making sure that the money that they win is spent correctly and that they're growing what they're doing. And they're also building and nurturing, it says, an ecosystem of support providers for peer membership, collaboration, and future investments. I love that. And I personally do love that because, I mean, let's face it, these people can come up with ideas, okay? And then you hand them $100,000, and before you know what's going on, the $100,000 is gone and things aren't going so well. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like the thought of it. Now, of course, William is opening up about the trip. We know it's going to be in Boston. We know he's bringing Catherine with him. They've now announced all the finalists. They have now announced where this is going to take place. I can't wait to see what Catherine wears. Anyway, it's going to take place at the MGM Music Hall, which seats 5,000 people. I'm sure tickets will be at a premium. I'm sure the place is going to be packed wall to wall, because let's face it, William and Catherine bring in a crowd. I, for one, will be very interested to see how this goes. Just a few more little tidbits of information. The Earl of Wessex left Heathrow and is headed to the United States. We know Anne was just in the United States. We knew Sophie flew in from the United States. And now it's Edward's turn. He flew into Washington, so we'll be keeping an eye on whatever it is that he's going to be doing while he's in Washington. All right, let's move on. All right, here's our last story for today. Bethany Frankel. Now, you guys remember that I've told you before that Bethany said that Meghan Markle is a horrible business person who's overplaying her hand. And when it came to the cover story, she said that Meghan was sanctimonious and she talks down to other people, which she does. I mean, she nailed it right on the head. She said that the two of them needed to grow up, which I completely agree with. Anyway, on her Just Be podcast, she said, Bethany Frankel said, I'm going to turn over a new leaf with Harry and Meghan Markle. But that new leaf still, apparently, she has some things to say about their personal and professional decisions. She started out by saying that the book Spare has a bad name. It should have been Share or Overshare, because the current title doesn't have any connotations. It's very woe is me, and no one wants to hear about wealthy people and royal family members complain, which I completely agree with. She then went on to say that Harry and Meghan are doing a smash and grab job. They could have played the long game with their business decisions, but she said the two of them are desperate and they're too fast in their endeavors. She said, and I'm quoting here, it's like effing Jiffy Lube. I'm eating a book, a podcast. I'm eating a tell-all memoir, an Oprah interview. She said, I can't even keep up. I'm full. She said, I would have liked them to fed me in courses and give me a menu choice. So, yeah. And let's not forget the first time that Bethany Frankel tweeted about her, she got a call from a massive A-lister who I think we all pretty much figured out was more than likely Oprah, telling her to take her tweet down. And I love the fact that this woman has no problem saying what she thinks. Go, Bethany. And finally, in an effort to get people to get off of Meghan's back, Jack Royston, who we know is a massive sugar and who loves Harry and Meghan, put this story out today, which really made me sick, okay? And what he wrote was, Kate Middleton backed Meghan Markle over her much criticized Uvalde visit. Christopher Anderson stated in a new book, The King, that the Princess of Wales understood Meghan's desire to lay flowers for victims, having done the same for Sarah Everhart. And they're comparing what Meghan did to what Kate did, when the Princess of Wales did when Sarah Everhart was murdered. Problem is, it's not the same thing. First of all, Catherine did not get on a private jet and fly 9 hours away from her home to lay flowers, okay? Number two, Meghan brought a camera crew with her. Catherine did not. Catherine was caught on somebody's cell phone camera when they recognized her in the crowd, okay? Number three, Meghan was obviously surrounded by security and staff and all this other stuff. Catherine, while she brought her security, she just melded in with the crowd. She didn't make sure people were held back so she could do that. And, and she walked up to lay the flowers down with everybody else, whereas Meghan Markle made sure that everybody knew that it was her laying those flowers. And of course, people pointed out, rightfully so, that her seriously ill father was right down the road, and she still, to this day, has not gone to see him. So I completely agree with Royally Blunt. Now they're using Meghan, or Meghan's PR people are now using Catherine to try to stop some of the backlash that Meghan got for that Uvalde photo shoot, which we also know, by the way, that she went to the school and tried to have pictures taken in front of the school, and security there pushed her away, so she didn't get the pictures that she wanted. And she knows that Catherine can't respond. I'm telling you, that's just, I mean, how low can you go using your sister-in-law who you crapped all over to try to get yourself out of trouble? Terrible. All right, you guys, this one was short but sweet, and I really want your comments, so leave them below. Don't forget to double check and make sure if you've already hit the subscribe button that you are still subscribed, okay? Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter, Getter, Rumble. You can email me. All of that information and the links are all in the description box right below the video. Just go in there. The Patreon link is in there as well if you wish to follow me on Patreon. If you've donated to my coffee fund or through the thanks button, thank you so much. We will talk again on Monday. And as always, you guys, have a great day.